Nick, are you here?
No, Nick is gone. They're all gone.
Oh, it's just you and me?
Yeah, I told you. It's video game time.
Oh, I thought Nick would be coming along though.
He might come along if the others stop doing the thing, but they're playing their video games. They're playing Siege right now. He might
I
hang
might
out
play
and chat a little bit, but no. Right
I
now.
might play Dragon Age then, so I'm at least doing something.
I have been told this game runs like shit on the PlayStation. Um,
Oh,
not on the
oh no.
PlayStation Pro, but I don't own a Pro. So I am looking forward to the game shitting its ass.
Teef, I love you. I
I'm
love you
quite
so.
hopeful
Hey,
of this. Rachel is having dogfights.
you stop being cute. You stop being naughty. I don't have any more cookies. You're so dumb. I love you. You're very stupid.
Also
You're
coming
so
out is Astral Chain, game that I want to play, but probably will not, because that is more money than I'm comfortable spending close in time, and that Man of Medan game, but I don't know when you're going to be here, and I don't know when we'd have time to play video game.
Hi. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah, I would buy that game like last.
We're definitely needing subtitles.
Hey, stop.
Yeah, we won't put a subtitle background on,
Please.
that's fine. This is a lot in the interface. I'm actually surprised about this. There's a lot that you have as options. Display.
Sorry, I'm sort of just waiting for Tifa to stop being dumb.
Mute copyrighted music is an option.
Oh, well, that's nice of them.
Yeah, but I don't make money on YouTube anyway. They took
you
away
used
my.
to, didn't you?
No, they took away my. Well, I made $30, and then they took away my ability to ever cash that out. Because you needed to make at least 100 for them to pay you. And now the only way for me to get that back is if people watch 1,000 hours of my content regularly, and I have like 1,000 streamers, not streamers, watchers.
Teef.
See, I'm never gonna get partnered on any system. It's just
you
it's
might.
No, it's been like 6 years. It's not happening.
Might.
Nah, it's not happening. We just have to acknowledge that it's a done deal. But what we are definitely going to do is play the video game. Oh, and then it just makes me go right back into the menus. Cool.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get her to stop clawing me, so I'm gonna go get her a treat really quick. I'll be
yeah, that's fair enough.
Back.
Now we're just waiting for it to load.
Fair warning. This is gonna be weirder than usual.
It's a bit quiet, but we'll wait it out.
You called me. So here I am. I know I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up. So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible.
This game is actually very, very beautiful looking.
But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out.
I've returned.
Welcome
and try
back.
to forget what they saw.
How's the game so far?
It's not shitting itself, but
Right
I can see
here.
where the cracks would start to spread, but the
Why did you bring me
plot
here?
is definitely
Interesting.
definitely got me right now, yeah.
Hello?
Ooh, that's too
What's
loud. Hold on.
Anyone here?
What's the
Quiet
plot
that
so
down.
far?
Well, that's the thing is, it's not saying, and that's what I like.
Hmm.
It's basically just started with a cold open of the main character describing how life is basically a bunch of people just living in one room and thinking about a poster on the wall as being the world outside, right? And that we're all just kind of locked away in our own little space, kind of looking at that, thinking about what could be out there. But sometimes stuff gets in from the hole beyond the poster and it freaks you out. Which I'm assuming is shit leaking into our world SCP style. Yeah, I'm starting to see the areas of the game that they definitely had to jank up here. The motion blur is some of the most extreme motion blur I've ever seen in video games.
Is that good or bad?
Not good. It's not a bad thing in that they found a way to compensate for it, right? But baby. Misty, subscribed to tier 2 for 14 months now. Been subscribed. Can't stick around now. Likely be back in an hour or so. That said, enjoy my monies. Also, that motion blur. It's pretty intense, right? And yeah, I know that you're probably going to watch Ginger do Ginger things. So, do that. I believe it was Metroid. Okay. So we've kind of...
Ooh, I heard something.
Like on my end?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's background sounds. Unfortunately, it cannot be helped. Thanks for being understanding. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Please wait here. Okay. Prohibited items reminder. Open collectibles. Assets. I don't know what that means. I have materials that are conceptual? What are conceptual materials?
Jeez.
Yeah, there's some sick going on in the house.
That's not good.
Yeah. So, conceptual materials, I'm guessing, are for crafting. That, for some reason, I just have. I'm guessing those are pre-order. I do not have any mission briefings or board countermeasures. Collectibles, correspondence. Prohibited items reminder. Reminder, certain items are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, phones, gaming devices. Anything quote-unquote smart, number 2 pencils, specifically. Any object considered iconic representations of an archetypal concept. Okay.
That's a lot of words.
That in and of itself immediately makes me like this. Because it's written in a way that I write things, which is just Lovecraftian SCP, unnecessary linguistics, basically. Just, why do you have these words in there? Because it makes it sound fancier. But it's not necessary. I know. Like, I have a very strong appreciation for the just unnecessary elaboration upon a point.
I help you?
They could have just said,
Can I help you?
hey, don't bring anything that's like a vague representation of something. But they didn't. All material under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately.
2 arrows in him.
This might be one of the few times that I actually read a lot of the stuff that's said in game. I'm also kind of intrigued about the fact that this bureau is like empty. Ooh, they downscaled this a lot. Yeah, you can see where it's starting to bleed around the edges. They definitely had to lower the settings on this, and the only way to buy this on PC is on the Epic Store, and it also comes with less content.
Stop. If you want me to pet you, you can't be clawing at me.
It's a dog. What do you expect?
For her to behave. Huh. You need to behave. Ow!
Okay, what's up in here?
Teeth.
Bureau expenditures. Oh my god, is this all going to be a lot of information that's like useless bureaucratic junk? Because I love that sort of thing. Oh my god, it's actually redacted and everything. That's so good. Expenditure summary. Executive Sector Q2. Staffing surveillance blanked out. Data center initiative construction blanked out, blanked out. Office equipment, etc. I always love seeing, like, this is one of the things I really enjoy about SCP. When you see the addendums that they post in there, and some of the stuff is just people going like, man, we spent so much money just housing all these random prisoners.
I saw it a long time ago.
Stop,
Seeing it
please.
in my dreams.
Naughty.
There wasn't a lot of information there. Does this game have film grain on it, or am I going insane? Well, a lot of games have film grain over top of it, and I don't know why, and it drives me nuts every time I see it. Okay. That was really rough. Oh, that's really rough. So what? I guess one of the ways that they compensate for this game was clearly designed to be played on PC, by the way. I walk a little bit away from a picture, and the picture becomes a pixel mess, and I walk towards it, and it becomes crystal clear.
Why couldn't you play it on PC then?
Comes with extra stuff on PS4, and also is only on the Epic Store, and I don't have any money linked to the Epic Store yet.
Gotcha. Understand.
Our bureau at work. Director Zachariah Trench. So Remedy is a company that is not based in America, which is why all the language in Alan Wake and other games made by them is kind of stilted because it's not native English speaker language, right? The writing staff are not native English speakers usually. So you end up with some names that are definitely not names that happen very often, kind of like when Japan names people. Like, Zachariah Trench is not a name that would ever happen.
I think it might.
Yeah, but, like, for,
All
you know,
these years I've been looking
for
them
our
when they
time,
were hiding in plain
not
sight.
really.
I think it might.
What, you gonna name the kid that?
No, I'm just saying, like, I know a girl named Bertha, so.
Can I crouch? I figured out what the zoom button is. Is there no crouch? Does that just have glass on it anyway? It looks like it just has glass on it anyway. There's probably no crouch button. Because insofar, if I've been able to go in somewhere, it's just kind of let me right away. This is ominous. I have legitimately entered an SCP story, but with no characters in it. Security
Keepers. Got your skunky? Yeah.
I can't even read this. Like, this is almost an entirely redacted notice. This piece of supplementary information is almost entirely blacked out. All it says is, attention all blank, a shark in his blank, although secure, blank, permission to blank, following basic protocol blank, shoot to kill. A shark where?
Blank. Duh.
It's just I love that with SCP because it makes it feel like real government stuff, but in this it's like, this doesn't help me understand the world if I can't tell. There's so many correspondence. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's the point. Maybe they don't want you to understand the world
That's
yet.
a fair point.
Silly
As you should
goose
all
egg.
know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them for a number of people. If you need an extension, please request R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, please contact appropriate department head, Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland as needed. So those are going to probably be people that show up at some point, I'd imagine.
Probably. Like bosses or something.
That is an ominous fucking poster.
What?
It's just a picture of a normal man, and then it says, "Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you."
That's awful. I hate that.
As I see that, I start hearing humming, by the way, in the game.
Excellent. I'm sleepy.
Hello?
Oh, it's a janitor.
His life is in your hands.
Technically speaking, anybody's life can be in your hands if you hold a gun.
Or a knife.
Yeah, but
Don't discriminate weapons here in
a
this
gun,
in this
a
channel.
gun is easier. Oh my god. What's this fucking mole man?
You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Go that
Thanks.
way to the
Elevator
elevator.
that way. Got it.
What was that accent?
I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll
A bad approximation of this, guys. This game needs to be turned up.
If they don't hire you, you are no relevant. There be work for the axe.
It's so quiet,
Take them
but I
behind the
know
sun.
there's going to be big explosions.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face.
New
in my
mission.
book.
Welcome to
Better
the
than
oldest
somebody
house.
with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking.
Oh, that feels like
If there's an axe
he's-
murderer around, that's him.
Okay, one, it's really weird because she's narrating like this is a television show. Two, which isn't unusual because
Maybe
they
it
did...
is.
Well, I was gonna say that's not unusual because this is the same bunch of people that made Alan Wake, which did end with credits and music all the time. But no, like it's just this is interesting so far. I like the cold open on it there, where it just kind of throws you in like, yeah, just deal. Mission. Jesse Faden arrives at the oldest house, the headquarters of the Federal Bureau of Control, to look for answers to the mysteries of her childhood. I know nothing about this, so I don't know what those mysteries are. I've come on to this game completely cold. Aside from trailers showing me explosions happen and weird monsters. But that's it. What? That's not how geometry works. Okay, wait. I can jump down. Oh. Visitor evaluations. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established 1964. As part of an effort to strengthen government relations, we are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, are you here to see someone? Are you from New York City or just visiting? How did you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and they'll have to leave. If their answers seem blank, escort them to a private room. There, perform Gunner's psychological assessment. If their responses are within acceptable range of deviance, see the provided scoring sheet. Then blank immediately. Remember, there is no such thing as too suspicious.
This is awful.
I'm really enjoying this because this totally feels like it could be something in SCP, but also that it could be something that actually exists, given the way that US government officials have operated weirdly in the past. The character walks a little bit weird, which is strange, but fine.
Don't fucking discriminate the ways you walk.
No, I mean like the way the
I was
controller
11 years old
controls
the first
them.
time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it.
Mm.
I've been trying to pull it down ever since.
Okay.
Will you help?
So she was a small child when she saw that the world wasn't as she thought it was. And the government's been trying to tell her it didn't happen. Oh, are we gonna get one of those Alan Wake style openings? Yeah, it's a television opening. Is this where the copywritten music comes in? This is a Netflix opening. Like, cause you know how Netflix openings all have that unique style to them? Alright. Oh, that's a good opening, actually. Go from the intro to
You know what's on my mind.
the title screen. Title
My
screen
baby
opens
brother,
into gameplay.
Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
Okay, so she's after her missing brother. I feel like I've just walked into the station from fucking Prey. Just everything is dead. Like, there's no dead people, but it's just all missing. Oldest house, discovered August 4th, 1964? Okay, so they discovered the building and they moved in. Interesting. Well, I don't have clearance to get in there yet. Okay, can I shut this fucking alarm off? Holy shit. Approved terminology reminder. Please. Please, let me turn it off. Nope. It's just gonna keep going, I guess. That's fine, we're just gonna leave that room. Alright, collectibles. Actually enjoying reading collectibles for once. Federal Bureau of Control. Reminder, read drafting any public-facing material while penning any notifications of death related to the Willow Awe. Please adhere to the following guidelines. Words and phrases to use. In the service of his or her country, regret, proud, and pride will be remembered. Words and phrases to avoid. Alaska, scissors, blood and bleed, loss, and apologies or sorry.
What? What the fuck is happening?
I love bureaucratic nonsense so much in things. Like, if it weren't for the fact that I knew it would bore the shit out of you, I would use it so much more often.
I mean, it wouldn't bore me.
You know what I mean. Like, if there was a paragraph of text that was just somebody's explanation on the internal workings of a particular paper system within an agency, you'd just be like, why? What is the point of this? Non-official, trench, do not disturb. Barbara. I am not to be disturbed. Cancel all of my appointments for the day, for the rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Always a good thing for your boss to say.
Yeah, that's when you start looking for another job.
When you're working for the CIA and your boss starts telling you how you can't trust anyone. That was certainly a loud noise, yeah. I thought I saw something that I could click. Oh! Weird! How did that happen? Okay. There's a way to sprint in this game I have only just learned of. And it makes the camera pull out very far. That is concerning. What the fuck? Okay, hold on. Can I replicate this glitch? Okay, it's not looking like it so far. So I just made her try to pull out a gun, but she doesn't have the gun yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to replicate this. Okay. Haul ass. Go. No gun. Okay. What was that? What the fuck?
And so the bugs begin.
That's the second bug that I've noticed today. When Shepard was here and we were playing Soul Calibur, we found out that there's a replicatable bug that you can get with Zhonghua sword to make it wibble wobble like it's made of rubber.
Wibble wobble.
Oh, he's dead.
Shit. You want me to pick it up? The murder weapon? Really?
Oh, okay. So, she's been talking like it's a television show. Like, saying, oh yeah, if this guy was going to be an axe murderer, it'd be him for sure, right? And it's clear she's talking to the player. It's making me get shades of Deadly Premonition. Because Deadly Premonition was a game made by a Japanese developer named Suiri. It's like an indie game, but not quite, in that it's a low-budget police detective game that was out for like the 360, the PS3, PC. In the game, the character, a lot of the game is based on Twin Peaks, but with like a more supernatural element even than Twin Peaks. And in it, the guy constantly touches his head and then goes like, "Are you sure about that, Zach?" Like he's talking to a person that's just not there. And so I'm getting shades of that, where she's like looking at the gun and it's like, "Are you sure that I should pick that up, really?" It's like, there's nobody here but you. Okay, blood could be better, but that's fine. Ooh, a hard cut right into a scene. We are broadcasting from the pyramid / other. What the fuck?
And there goes the poster.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP of very
Oh my god, they did the thing
powerful
again
army.
where they put live action
Ingrained
cutscenes in the
Bureau's DNA,
in the
a key
game.
component in our
Oh no, there's
crime
live
canon
action
program. Come out of
cutscenes.
that
Yeah,
Russian
they
roulette
did that in
winner,
Alan
you-
Wake too.
You're it.
Is it good or is it bad?
Oh, it's cheesy as hell, but that's what I'm really enjoying. What the fuck?
Look at this place. Where am
Oh,
I?
I'm so okay. I'm